welcome back to my channel. Let's solve this together. So we are asked to find the value of a, b, and c in this particular equation. To do that, this is how we go. This is how we are going to do it. So we are told that 2 to the power of a plus 2 to the power of b plus 2 to the power of c is equal to 148. First of all, let's multiply and divide the left hand side of this equation by 2 to the power of a. So that means we have 2 to the power of a bracket. Let's use it to multiply this. 2 to the power of a plus 2 to the power of b plus 2 to the power of what? C. Yeah, divided by what? 2 to the power of a. All right, is equal to 148. All right, now what do we do next? Looking at this, we can now rewrite this as 2 to the power of a bracket what? 2 to the power of a over 2 to the power of a. Yes, right? Since this 2a, 2 to the power of a is dividing everything here. So we can write this as 2 to the power of a over 2 to the power of a plus 2 to the power of b over 2 to the power of a plus 2 to the power of c over 2 to the power of a. All right, now everything is equal to 148. What do we do next? Looking at this now, we can see that this, we can see this. That means we have 1 here. So we can now rewrite this as 2 to the power of a bracket 1 plus 2 to the power of b over 2 to the power of what? A plus 2 to the power of c over 2 to the power of a. Everything is equal to 148. All right, interesting. Now I want us to know something. We can rewrite this 148 as, let's just find factors of it whereby one has to be odd, the other has to be what? Even. So if we divide this by 2, we'll have 74. If we divide this by 2, we have 37. All right, now we have odd factor and we have even factor. So that means we can write 148 as 2 times 2, which is 4, right? 4 times 37. So let's go ahead and do that. But if this is the first time you're coming across this lovely and wonderful channel, then it's time for you to click on that subscription button. Yes, click on that subscription button and don't forget to on your notification bell. Do you know why? So that next time I'm going to upload a lovely video, you'll be able to watch it and you will be notified. All right, so let's solve this then. Now we have 2 to the power of a bracket 1 plus 2 to the power of b over 2 to the power of a plus 2 to the power of c over 2 to the power of a. All right, is equal to, now we are going to write this as what? 4 times 37. Remember, yeah, 4 dot what? 37. Please, this dot means multiplication. All right, notice that this side of the equation, this 2a, is an even number and this side is odd. How do I know that? If you test them, notice that if you put odd here, you are still going to get even. Even if you put even number here, you are still going to get even. So this is even. If you also test run this side, you are going to get odd. So now let's see. We are now going to have that 2a is even, right? So see, this side is even, this side is odd. Now this one is what? Even, and this one is what? Odd. Okay, so let's equate even to even. It means that even is equal to the even side. So we now have that 2 to the power of a is equal to the even side, which is what? 4. All right, now remember the way we solve this kind of thing using our law of indices. We can say that 2 to the power of a is equal to 2 to the power of 2, right? Now since they are what? Having the same base, since they have the same base, we can just equate the powers. So it means that a is equal to 2. Yeah, we have found the value of a, remaining b and c. So stick with me, grab your popcorn and don't move and ish. All right, so now let's solve the odd side of this equation. When you look at this, you know that 1 plus 2 to the power of b over 2 to the power of a plus 2 to the power of c over 2 to the power of a is equal to 37. Okay, now let's subtract 1 from both sides of the equation. If we subtract 1 from both sides of the equation, then we are going to have 1 minus 1 is gone. This one will be 0, right? So we'll be left with 2 to the power of b over 2 to the power of a plus 2 to the power of c over 2 to the power of a is equal to 37 minus 1, right? Remember, we are subtracting 1 from both sides. So 37 minus 1 will give us 36, is equal to 36. All right, permit me to clean this side of the board. All right, now this is what we have. Now, since both of them are sharing the same denominator, we can actually rewrite this as what? 2 to the power of b plus 2 to the power of c divided by 2 to the power of a is equal to what? 36. Yes, we can write it like this. Okay, we can write it like this. Then let's go. Now remember that we found the value of a to be 2. All right, let me write it somewhere. A is equal to 2 here. So we can now replace a with 2 here. So we now have 2 to the power of b plus 2 to the power of c divided by 2 to the power of 2 is equal to 36. So we can now rewrite this as what? 2 to the power of b plus 2 to the power of c divided by 4 is equal to 36. Now when we cross multiply, if we cross multiply this particular equation, we will have that 2b plus 2c, right? 2 to the power of b plus 2 to the power of c is going to be equal to 4 dot what? 36. Now we have even, we have even. Remember our trick. I want to bring out odd from this 36. So let's try that. Now 2 we divide 36 to give us 18. 2 we divide 18 to give us 9. So that means we can express 36 as 4 times 9. So we can rewrite this as what? We can now rewrite this as 2 to the power of b plus 2 to the power of c is equal to 4 times. Remember that 36 is the same thing as 4 times what? 9. Okay, so we can write this as what? We can now write this as 2 to the power of b plus 2 to the power of c is equal to 4 times 4 is 16. So now we have one even and one odd. All right, remember, stay tuned, trust me. By the time you get the solution to this, you are going to enjoy it. You're going to be happy you did. You actually watched to the end. All right, now we are going to apply the same trick we applied before, which is what? We are going to divide the left hand side of the equation. We're going to multiply and divide it by 2 to the power of b. So we now have that 2 to the power of b bracket 2 to the power of b plus 2 to the power of c, everything divided by 2 to the power of what? B is equal to 16.9. Okay, so this is what we have here. This is what we have here. So that means we can rewrite this particular side as what? 2 to the power of b bracket. Now this is 2 to the power of b over 2 to the power of b, right? So it's going to be 2 to the power of b over 2 to the power of b. Plus this will be 2 to the power of c over 2 to the power of b. 2 to the power of c over 2 to the power of b is equal to 16 times 9. All right, now this we divide this to give us 1. So we have 2 to the power of b bracket 1 plus 2 to the power of c over 2 to the power of b is equal to 16.9. Now remember our trick. Note that this is even, so let's equate it to even, and this is odd, right? Let's equate it to odd. So we can say that 2b is equal to what? 16. Now this implies that 2 to the power of b is equal to. Now when you have this kind of thing, what do? All you need to do is ensure that you put them in the same base, as easy as that. Now 16 can be written as 2 to the power of 4. 2 to the power of 4. So by when you look at this, once the base are equal, you can actually equate their words, the powers. Therefore we can say that b is equal to 4. We have gotten the value of b. All right, so at this point, what do? Let's equate, well, let's solve the odd side. For the odd side, we will have that 1 plus 2 to the power of c over 2 to the power of b is equal to 9. Now we are going to subtract 1 from both sides of the equation. And when we do that, we are going to have 2 to the power of c over 2 to the power of b is equal to 9 minus 1 is what? 8. Now note that we can rewrite this using the law of indices. we all know that a to the power of x divided by a to the power of y, all right, when the base is equal, can be written as a to the power of x minus y, x minus y. Okay, so we are going to apply this here. We are going to apply this here. So we can now write this to be equal to what? 2 to the power of c minus b is equal to 8. All right. So we now have that 2 to the power of c minus, remember that our b is what? 4, is equal to 8. Now, we all know that at this point we can actually put this 8 in base 2, right? So we have 2 to the power of c minus 4 is equal to 8 is same thing as 2 to the power of 3. All right? So we now have that we can equate the powers since they are what? In the same base. So we can write that c minus 4 is equal to 3. Okay, that means as c is equal to this 4 will cross over to become plus 4. That means our c is equal to 7. Therefore, thank you so much for watching course. Our a is 2, our b is 4, and our c is 7.